Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 216. It's a special week added across.
I ain't even catch.
Special week 216. When you add it across, you get exactly what we are, exactly what you are. I could get deep on this shit, but I swear.
You sound like
if you was as deep as me, it would go. We could take it there. But Terrell ain't as deep with it as me.
You definitely deeper with it than me.
But you should be as deep. You think about it?
I got a whole other level that I could tap into. Who said that?
Tap into it. I don't like how I say non-stuff, y'all. And he just kind of write me off like I'm just a nutball or some shit.
Terrance, all right, since you want to start with this energy, are you ready for energy back?
I'm telling you what I don't like. If you got energy back to give for that, then...
Nah, I'm already know. I'm nah until I die. We ride together, die together.
How
Will
are
Smith
you? But
and
how
Martin
are
in
you
the,
whenever
in the,
I bring
in the
it up,
when
though?
They stole Gabrielle Union.
I'm being gaslit.
But sometimes you be reaching. Sometimes you'll say, oh, shit.
But what if you always tell that joke every time thinking I'm reaching? I don't be reaching. At a certain point, you don't seem so 9 down. I'm 9 to ride, down 9 to ride. It's just me.
It ain't you.
I don't like how he don't get off on the
got it tatted on my sleeve, forever in ink.
Tatted on his sleeve. Please, I got mine right up here.
Behind the brim. Boy, you got a Matt Kemp face.
Right up here.
Hey, hold on, wait, T. We have been doing the area codes dirty. Have you been seeing all the smoke we've been getting?
It's funny because, y'all, we done got so deep into the episodes that we don't even think about... we thought about them one times, but I guess we are back in a place where we could do area codes.
We could do it, yeah. We didn't do 214 or 215. They was like, it's funny.
Who was it? Philly and...
One was...
Crazy, y'all didn't do my city.
Nah, yeah, we missed a couple people's city out there. It's fucked up. We supposed to be keeping this shit going.
Man, we are.
One person was pissed. Fuck, I was waiting for y'all.
Shout out to your city. Who's 216? Let me look up these cities, Terrell.
Fucked up, yeah. Just do the 214. But I hope everybody, while he looks that up, I hope everybody had a good weekend. If you work during the weekend and hopefully, you got an off day. Shout out to everybody that get an off day Tuesday. I used to have a Tuesday off day. And I understand that, sometimes you get your grocery shopping and shit done and, you parlay, you do all your stuff on your off days. I used to have Tuesday, Wednesday. That was my swing. Don't call me. So shout out to everybody that's off work. Shout out to everybody at work. If you in the car on the way and you got us on the Apple CarPlay, situation.
Philly is 215. 214 was Dallas. So shout out Dallas.
Big shout out to Texas.
Shout out Philly.
Big shout out to
low key Commanders fan here. We'll be busting that ass this year. But
I saw something that said Americans always equate shit to
sports,
football, American football. You saying fuck Dallas? I'm a Commanders fan. He's talking about football.
That's because I don't feel right in my bone to say, yo, shout out to Dallas without thinking of the Dallas Cowboys, without me thinking, oh fuck no. So shout out to the city of Dallas for sure.
I give a shout out to anybody from Kansas City that fuck with us. Just don't come up to me with that bright ass crimson red.
See how you said the city of Kansas City, but you ain't gonna say shout out Kansas City just on the Baked Bear?
And we not doing that. Obviously, nigga crashed out at you.
Who?
You ain't see that dude from Dallas. That was the first one we missed. 214.
What the fuck?
He probably was waiting from 210.
We putting y'all on the map. Shout out Dallas. Don't. It ain't
big shout out to y'all. What's 216?
216. Shit. That's
214 was Dallas. We had Philly. 2 major cities. A lot of culture. Shout out to y'all.
216 is the city of Cleveland. Shout out to city of Cleveland.
Cleveland, wow. This is for you on our Braun 20 whatever run.
I'm about to say 216 add across is the hometown of the game.
Didn't Braun win the championship 20? Was that 2016?
Wow.
Blew a 3-1. Came back from 3-1.
Wow. Maybe you are 100% right.
Yeah. So who really deep? He could be deep, but I could be deep. The what did he say? What Kendrick say?
Wow, that was Cleveland. This is for you.
2016. Yes, Cleveland. This is for you.
216.
If you take it there, I'm taking it further.
Please.
The nigga took it there.
But that don't got nothing to do with your brand, your nine. That got to do with Braun. Quit squeezing that damn thing.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Nigga, you can't hear this. If I
You
put
know
up
what?
to the
They
mic,
can't hear it. Nah, it's just me. But I'm thinking, what the fuck is that?
weekend recap. This motherfucker had a fish fry. It was great.
First off,
And that's
A-Train,
why
me
I
and
have a-
A-Train had a fish fry, and it was a mainly A-Train's classic fish fry. This MF don't fly around here. Who is he? Hey, y'all know who he is? He must don't know about me.
Hell yeah, that's the
that.
nigga. You the nigga in the
Look,
casino.
the nigga that's telling you about him to other person. I'm the type of nigga smack a nigga talk to me like that.
That's how them old niggas was talking in the MGM when they got slapped. You remember that? Exactly how they was talking.
I'm the type of nigga make shit happen, make furniture move. All right, you starting to say terms that make me know you ain't with it.
Terrance, no, it's some niggas that really get active.
No,
that's
they
that
gonna get
age.
active, but they could be like you said, them old niggas.
But
Come on, be wet.
Terrance and had a great fish fry. The fish was great. They made some. They made stuff that you've had before. Mashed potatoes, you've had before. Broccoli, you've had before. But they put their own spin on it. It was great. We got a nothing bundt cake. Brought that joint.
That's the nothing bundt. That was shit goes. Yeah. If you haven't had a nothing bundt cake,
It was just a good meal on a Sunday. That's why I have my son's giraffe, because I left it here. Because he had a tumultuous day. Got something in his eye. We had to run it.
tumultuous. How can you rhyme that?
Tumultuous.
It's crazy how all these problems I got is so tumultuous. Frozen identity crisis. I don't know who you thought you was. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Okay, I see where you're trying to go with it.
Tumultuous. I don't know who you thought you was. Definitely a weird evening. Crew got something in his eye. Well, he hit his eye on something.
He smacked himself in his
And
eye.
then his eye was going nutty.
Nah, you know what, T? It was a lash.
It was a lash?
Well, yeah, it was a lash. But he had, messed with the eye so much. We ran under the water, cleaned it out, and stuff like that, that his eye was just sore last night. So he was walking around that joint looking like the last king of Scotland.
That was scary, though, bro, because the way he was crying, it was like, oh, shit, something really wrong with him. It ain't just, I'm tired. But anyway, that shit was definitely jarring. Anyway, because we getting ready to have a baby,
shit.
bro. And it's like, damn, you know what? Oh, shit.
And then, you kind of realize that it's more jarring for everybody else because y'all so used to Crew just being happy. Y'all don't see when he
don't get to see what he's going,
when he started going crazy.
Okay, yeah, we had to take Ella for a walk because she was howling behind the camera. So we back. The DNC was this past weekend, and basically, I feel like with everything that they had going on, we didn't have a choice but to have it on our TV from, the 44th President Obama. You got Oprah. You got
It was a full weekend of it too.
It was like the BET Awards. I mean, like low key. I mean, it was damn near like entertain. I only mean that to say it was a nights of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But sure,
It wasn't. I wouldn't say that though. It was a lot. Most of the nights it was just people speaking.
Yeah, I'm not throwing shade more so than I'm just saying this wasn't like just a political thing. I mean, you got big heads that came. Comedians were there, musicians there, Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I think they really went all out for the DNC. This isn't me hating at all when I said that it was like the BET Awards. I mean, like, you weren't just watching and like, oh, we're getting policy, which could be,
Yeah, you want to have a little fun with it.
Some people could say that was the issue with the convention. I don't know. But in my opinion, we basically watched the whole thing, and I definitely could see, like, remember we talked about after the RNC and then after Trump got shot and he stood up, it looked like the trend was definitely leaning towards him. I can say after that weekend and watching the whole DNC, I don't know, y'all. It definitely, I think that was pretty well done.
It was a well done DNC. I will say that. I mean, there were certain things I didn't like about it, but in totality, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good convention for them. And I really don't know how this thing gonna go.
There's some things that I didn't like. There's some things that I did like. Won't get too deep into.
Yeah, I mean, because it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that was pretty much the
was
weekend.
a big part of the weekend.
Crew back to swim school, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I started saying, fuck them classes. Just because it was getting to the point where it would be like in between, like, shit I had to do or he wouldn't be fucking with it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even about to make him go. But he went. First of all, he started hating swimming, just for context, because I tell y'all everything. He hate swimming now. Now he don't even want to be in the water.
It's because you took him away from it.
But he used to fuck with it. But as they get older and get their independence, because think about it, when you a young baby, you do whatever your parents doing. It don't matter if you feel like doing it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that he at the I don't want to do it age, man, that's a fight. But he enjoyed that last class. My boy graduated. He's no longer a tadpole. He's a minnow. But yeah, other than that, weekend was I would say it was a dope weekend.
100%.
We gonna start with
Cash and greens this weekend, I'll tell you that much. College football came back, cash that. MLB, tickets and slips, cash that. WNBA, cash that. Sorry, just putting that out there.
nigga had one good winning weekend. Now he talking.
Please, Terrell.
You just like everybody else did that.
Terrell, come on. Don't try to do that on the thing and make it seem like I haven't been cashing.
You have,
Okay,
but you ain't never got on the podcast and say nothing. But you've been doing good. Now you're on the podcast.
Terrell,
talking
never
about it.
stopped. I never stopped. A lot of these niggas who will post tickets, and you know who you are. If you post tickets and you say, because look, we've all done it. Hey, when you finally cash a parlay, what's the thing that everybody say? Easy work, or it's just another day, slight win. Nigga never posted a damn thing ever. Trust me, y'all. One thing I learned is that I'm not about to be posting betting shit. I feel like y'all are gonna ruin it by saying that I'm addicted and y'all are annoying. This is also my thing. In 2024, if you're not sports betting and you're like 30 or you're like 25 and up,
don't even do that.
What are you
Terrance.
doing?
Don't even do that.
What are you doing?
I don't think the people that don't sports bet have an issue. It's the people that are. Some of y'all are losing. What you need to tell the honest truth about with this betting shit is that if you get into it, you will be losing money primarily, and then sometimes you will win.
It's like
tell the honest truth that that's the truth.
But it's like saying you could shoot yourself at the gun range.
No, it's not. Like you are guaranteed to lose if you start betting. You're not guaranteed to get shot at the gun range.
But that's my thing. You're talking about a part of it. That's like saying, oh, if you box, you're going to get hit in the face. Yeah, that's part of it.
But y'all need to let people know. It's like saying what you're doing.
But you only talk about the bad part. You don't talk about the other part.
I mean, yeah.
Because I feel like, dude, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to, if you take some L's, this is what I don't like.
I feel like the world has leaned a little too far in on the sports betting thing, and we don't understand how addictive and dangerous it can be.
I don't think sports betting is new. I think it's just new to the fact that we got it right here now. You got it on your phone. You could always sports bet.
I'm not saying it's new. I'm saying we leaned into it too much now. Everybody got a damn sponsorship, FanDuel, sport.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now it's available on phones. So now it's profitable outside of a single come to the casino. I don't think that niggas who bet have an issue, though. I think betting is just what people are doing now. That's like me saying, oh, you smoke weed, you love drugs.
If a nigga say, I can't eat unless I'm high, then it's like, nigga, you might have a little bit of an issue.
No, but you see that? Oh, if I say I put one bet in, it's a nigga telling me that I'm addicted. I didn't say I put 80 bets in. Anytime somebody bring up betting, you either also do it too, or they tell you that you addicted.
Ain't nothing wrong with betting if you ask me. It ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to look at 25-year-olds and say, what are you doing if you're not betting? Hold up.
I'm just thinking
it's a good save y'all money if you can. In
my advice, some of y'all watch so much sports and no ball, right? And Terrance doesn't know ball, you don't know ball. Okay, well then put a bet in and show it.
This feels personal.
It's not. I'm just saying, don't come for me and say, oh, this nigga's addicted to betting. No, I'm not. I'm just an average nigga with a FanDuel account.
But you see, nobody ever said anything about you being addicted to betting. You brought that up.
No, every time I told you, I won't post betting shit because whenever I post betting shit, niggas like, the nigga's addicted. And it's like, why when another nigga post they slip, it's like, oh, cool bet, bro. But with me, it's like trying to make it seem like I have an issue. I just think that's annoying.
Well, you get money.
Y'all discourage me from wanting to.
You getting money.
They think I'm putting 4 racks on the Penguins tonight.
Honestly, that shit is overwhelming sometimes. I don't even know. But half of the shit Terrance bet on, I'd be like, ooh, what? Sport?
MLB, WNBA.
Terrance, nah, you be betting on niggas. Some of the niggas you bet on, I'd be like, who does he play for? And what sport? Let's do the Philly rapper. You want to start with the Philly rapper that passed away. What's his name?
Yeah, I think his name is YBC Dole. Well, I think that's it. YBC Duel from Philly.
YBC Duel or DUL.
Young Bag Chasers. Me and A-Train watched that 30-minute documentary that dropped, and that's really what I wanted to talk about. It's a documentary that dropped either right after or before he died. And I believe it dropped before he died by this dude named Brandon Buckingham, I think his name.
Let me see if he the same one that did DC.
He's big on YouTube. He has like 700K plus subscribers on YouTube, and the dude goes from like different hoods to like say, yo, this is the most dangerous hood here, or this rapper is one of the most dangerous rappers in.
Oh yeah.
Philly.
That's the
How
dude.
many-
He
how many
did 37. He did 37 in DC.
How many views he got? 1 million on that video with YBC Duel. Okay. So, I mean, for context, there was a rapper from Philadelphia that was known as Mr. Disrespectful for like a one day on the TL.
Mm-hmm.
He was like known as like Mr. Disrespectful globally, because I think he was just known like that in Philly, but like he went viral recently for being Mr. Disrespectful. The clip of him digging up somebody's grave came back out, or it came out. And I wonder if that video, I think that video dropped before bro got shot. He ended up getting killed like 2 or 3 days, either one day before or no, I'm just gonna go with it. The nigga got killed after that video dropped. And the only reason why I want to talk about this is because I feel like it's a real dark reality that we live in where there's interest and then there's real like danger.
Yeah.
You know? You got this white boy that's going to any hood he want. And I'm thinking about the Philadelphia joint. Me and A-Train watched the whole joint. He took him to almost every spot that he be at in Philly. This place, that place.
And that's what he do. And these
And
niggas
like,
watch
your
his
ops
video.
are watching this video. This where we be at. This the trenches right here. Niggas scared to come down here. Are they? You showing niggas exactly where you gonna be at. And then this my thing. Outside of that, I think it's real dark and nutty that this white boy got 1 million views off this video. Is he taking it down out of respect? No. The shit went up. You
And
know
it's
what I'm
gonna
saying?
keep getting more views now that
And
he gone.
because of dude died, I could just for some reason see that white boy like that in a very dark way. You're going neighborhood to neighborhood like you on Animal Planet. I told A-Train, this is like watching Animal Planet.
I was getting ready to tell you.
When you see the white dude in the Jeep looking at the gazelles, you know what nobody ever says? Yo, you were just so close to that lion. He could have like not wanted the gazelle and wanted y'all. You know what? You know who didn't have any fear? The people that's recording. White people coming to the hood and not being touched. Like some of the comments are like, yo, he had no idea he was around killers. Yes, he did. They're not going to touch him.
Yeah.
They're not going to do shit to him. They going to walk him around and everybody like, let me put my arm around you. If I got my arm around you, won't nothing happen to you. You good down here. And I'm like, damn, look at them walking this dude in who is literally making a profit off of y'all neighborhood that y'all don't own, that y'all bang from, and it's going to cause a stir. And y'all just lost y'all man. YBC Duel.
And y'all putting y'all life on the line for it.
That was the best part of y'all hood. He was the hot nigga. Say what you want about how he was or whatever. The hottest dude from your hood gets gunned down. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all have left? Nothing. Who from y'all hood is going to do it next?
I didn't know he was that guy. I thought he was just some guy out there.
Look, I'm not saying he was huge. I'm just saying for the little small hood, even if it's a street, y'all get left with nothing. This white boy got 1 million view video and he's moving the fuck on. Do his neighborhood get any residuals from that? Of course not. And I know y'all might think it's far-fetched, but I think, dude was also on Adam 22's podcast.
Yeah, he said
talking
some wild
about
shit.
F his ops. And it's like, I just find it cryptic. I don't know how many black platforms. It's right. You keep it 100 with me. I don't see so many black platforms doing that. You don't see too many niggas dissing they ops on a black platform. It's always with a white boy in front of you, or look, you got 2 white boys walking down your neighborhood.
I watched Brandon Buckingham's video on DC. And in DC on 37. Shout out to everybody from 37. We got anybody from 37 watch our podcast. But back then when I saw that video, I actually enjoyed that video because he was taking people everywhere across and just like you said, they was like, this where we be at. We about to get you some carry out. They got the nigga some wings with mumbo sauce.
We be going to. I come here almost
and think about it.
Week.
When you from the area, but you don't necessarily put yourself. I would never go out 37. Never would catch me out there. But I'm watching this video. But when you really think about it, and you think about the nigga Brandon Buckingham that's doing it, the white boy.
Yeah.
It's like I look at him the same way I see like a Jane Goodall.
Yeah, you
out here and you being careful, and it's almost like you know how to move around niggas now. You know what I'm saying? The same way they do. Like you said, it's like some Animal Planet shit. Low key. Not because of us, because you putting yourself in this space and you capturing footage.
It's almost like that's like I said with the lion gazelle and the cameraman. The lion don't want the cameraman. He wants the gazelle. You think the cameraman don't know that?
Nah, yeah.
Same as that white boy being down there. He with all these black dudes. Oh, you around killers. He's good, because do they want me? No.
Yeah.
If it was Terrance go down there with his camera, yo, what's up, y'all? I'm doing a documentary on the most dangerous hood in Philadelphia. Y'all would never see it.
They gonna take your camera.
They gonna beat my ass. They gonna take my camera. I'm gonna be on what? Well,
that nigga's last name is Buckingham.
I'm not hating on him.
They not gonna touch him because
I'm not hating on him. I just think it's cryptic the way the new media works with the young dudes in glorifying these little young. You're a younger street nigga. You really haven't done shit to be known or have a documentary.
Now,
you know?
Yeah.
You doing street shit doesn't earn you a documentary.
It
you
don't.
know? You coming above the street shit normally is what got you the documentary. Yo,
made it out, but we going back tight.
I watched Boosie documentary. It's crazy. Watch the Boosie documentary on how Boosie was.
You've been talking about this Boosie documentary for a long time.
It could have been done by the same dude. But no, it wasn't, because he wasn't walking around with Boosie. You ever see the black dudes, Terrell, that do the same thing, though? Like, I know this dude from B-More, and I think he go to all the hoods in B-More.
You just told me there wasn't no black people doing it.
No. I said, I don't see no black platforms where artists dissing they ops, like F the ops, F my ops, because I don't know why I just kind of feel like we wouldn't allow that. Yo, you don't got to do that. You know, like, yo, you ain't got to get off on that.
You can pop your shit about out here, but because people don't want those open threats on their page.
I don't want it on B.
It's going to come back towards you.
But when you know they never going to come for you,
then you do it. You say, fuck it.
Because look, if I post so-and-so video and it's me, they could come for me. Because I posted.
Exactly. You look like you.
Yeah. And you see, we the only ones that think like that, bro. I'm telling you. I'm not trying to get deep on that, but. And I'm also not hating on a content creator who's being allowed to do this. It ain't like the niggas busting in their hoods and making them do it. They walking with their arms around them.
It's that part. What you just said is that part.
Yeah.
You said, I'm not hating on a content creator that's being allowed to do it, because the issue is you know what happens, right? Niggas from the hood all over the country, they watch the same videos and be like, yo, he need to come out here. Niggas legit DM him and say, you need to come to where we at. Come to DC, out this. We'll take you everywhere.
Yeah.
The nigga DM back and say, bet, we gonna come out there. You get all your men together. If you watch the DC joint, all these niggas rap.
Everybody's out.
This my man. He a rapper. He got his video. The nigga be putting his video. He be putting. It's a well done video.
Yeah, I'm not hating on it at all.
When he do it be well done.
I just think,
but it's just the most.
The losing your life, when you see rappers lose their life behind the videos called Mr. Disrespectful. Bro, are you kidding me? And then if you watch that video, I'm not going to absolve, bruh.
I'm getting ready to say, I don't think that what we are going to make clear, a completely separate point, is that nigga crashed all the way out. I feel like he was doing shit that you going to make niggas' grandparents want to get a gun.
Nah, yeah, you
So
can't.
the Brandon Buckingham dude is one thing, but that nigga,
I told A-Train, when you look at that documentary, he looked and sounded like he felt like he was untouchable. And I don't know what put that in you. That's my thing. I feel like I don't know what you have to do to feel that. I maybe he caught a body or something. Maybe he whatever. But you got to a point where you unrealistically were, I never been shot, never been hit, never. Yo. Okay, but you still know that could happen, right? Somebody needed to say that because he was talking like he was invincible. Like the nigga could take bullets, like you in the Matrix or some shit. That's why you see people saying the stuff they say, like, damn, like. Anyway, y'all, I don't want to be long-winded on that, but it does suck to see these young dudes lose their life before they can really figure it out. Nipsey Hussle got a line when he said his boy got shot in the head. He said, I didn't cry, but it hurt a nigga, mostly because he was too young to find his purpose. Like, that line says a lot to these young dudes who crash out because you're 19 through 22 and right now you Mr. Disrespectful, but you're going to live your life and see you was on bullshit. You're going to meet a girl, meet whoever, have a family. It's going to be bigger than that. And you lose your life to this. Terrell, imagine the dude you was trying to be in high school that losing your life. Because think about him. You're not him anymore. You thought that you needed to be from somewhere else. You thought you needed to be into something else to be around the niggas you was around. Then you got out of your element and realized this shit is deep. This life bigger than that corner.
Going to Florida changed a lot of shit because it was like, niggas was like, yo, y'all from Baltimore? Y'all from Maryland, right? And we would be like, hell no. No shade to the Baltimore niggas. But y'all know Baltimore niggas. Y'all know if you go to somewhere else and somebody say, oh, you from Annapolis? Because that's what they see on the map. You tell me you from New York, I'm going to be like, yo, you from Brooklyn?
You from the Bronx?
You might be from somewhere completely different where they shit get shaken out there.
Nassau.
But people don't know it like that. But I tell you what, bro, this is why black fathers are so important. Not going to sap us out. I'm going to just say I wish Brandon Buckingham would have asked all these niggas about their relationship with their father in the video. Bet they all would say they don't know him. And that is the power. I'm getting ready to do a video essay type joint on Boys in the Hood and how it is literally a dissertation about the power of black fatherhood.
Nah. Yeah.
People don't realize that I watched that joint on the plane when we was going out there to celebrate my niece coming. It was the only thing I had on my computer. But yeah, that dude was very disrespectful. I have never seen somebody sit up on Adam 22 shit. And that's why I wish niggas would really just stop going to these places. But
listing his options.
Bro, he was up that joint just naming them off.
He not the first to do that. But yeah.
And then to see Adam up there is just like, yo.
That's why I say
I wish everybody, and this is what I be talking about. We don't be all on the same page with shit.
Yeah, and it's accountability that needs to go around. The accountability gets thrown like a boomerang, and it comes right back to you every time. We sat there and watched the damn video, and it was all right. Yeah. It was an entertaining video. I learned about the streets where he was from. I learned things that he felt through what he was saying. It ain't like Brandon Buckingham said, he told me. You got here talking.
Yep.
Yo, I think we also, if you go watch the documentary, I feel we all met somebody like that. And like, damn, yo, you really like our, extreme high level person, like high energy, high. Anyway, we're going to move forward so we don't stab each other out. But rest in peace to that dude. Prayers up for his fam and his block, cuz.
I wish shit could have been different for him. Terrance, that dude.
Rest in peace to who he was going to become once he got over all of that.
Yeah. Because
it's like King Von. People be like, King Von was a menace. I'm like, yo, King Von was in a horrible area, and he was just like the biggest dog.
That nigga was a menace.
Yeah, but he was.
And I hate that we celebrate people like that, though. That's a part of our culture to say, hey, this nigga was a real one. He was a legend.
I wouldn't say legend. I just say, damn, we got so many situations of people who.
The only reason his name is still alive is not because of his music.
But But his
niggas ain't talking about how his music was
only what it was because of who he was in the streets.
It's just a deeper, darker.
Yeah, that's why I say, I'm not going to, I can say rest in peace to him though. You know?
Yeah,
just
that's
because
true. What you said, yeah.
The 9 is complete. I feel like we was talking about this the other day, right? Y'all see this right here? You see this here? Terrell, what is this?
It's a glass of water.
Okay, what else is it?
It's a half glass.
If anybody's listening to this, I'm drinking out of a
glass of water.
Glass of water. So, is this a glass or a cup?
That is a glass. If you drop that, it will shatter. It is a glass.
But is it a cup?
No, because it's a glass.
There's a community of people out here that say this isn't a glass, and glass is what this is made of.
Those people, because you see, this is the way it works, T, and you need to make sure you this way, because you've been shouldering. You need to like scoot your whole chair over some. There you go. Scoot the nigga over like a bitch.
Please. The fuck?
A nigga grab your chair.
He grab your chair and pull your whole weight. You need to get in the gym.
You get in the gym. I just did it to you.
You didn't pull my whole weight? Look, he pulled the whole
table.
You
tried. Just hold it to the table. Terrance, I can push your whole weight. Come on, bro. He a small fry. He's a small guy. Look,
also, look, this my thing.
His fry.
Low-key, you shouldn't be. If that was too heavy for you to move, I might be an issue. Because I can move Terrell.
You can't move me, Terrance. The nigga tried with his mic. He tried with his mic. All right, that's enough.
See? But if you was too heavy to move, that would be an issue. That is an issue, yeah. All right, come on.
But if it's a glass anything,
some people say, all right, bet, look.
Think about it. If it's a glass vase, it's a glass vase. It's not just a vase. It's actually a glass vase. You have to identify glass when it's glass, because if it drops, it will shatter. If it's a plastic cup, it's a cup.
But I asked you what this was, and you said it was a cup. I mean, you said it was a glass.
It's a glass.
Said, no, it's not. Oh, you meant cup?
No, I would say, you know what I would have said? If we drop this, will it shatter? Yes, it's a glass.
Oh, that's what it's made of. Would you say it's a thread? Or it's a cotton?
Terrance, no, it worked different because it's a safety. There is safety behind why we do that. You can cut yourself with this if it breaks.
If it breaks.
It is a glass.
Stop it.
Now,
it's glass.
Yep. Is the glass, how much water you got? Is it a glass half empty or half full?
Terrell, now see, that's going beyond the, whatever. This is actually half empty. But that goes beyond
it's actually half
question.
Full.
I thought that was a very interesting thing, because I said, you know what? We will refer. I could say, get me a glass out of that, whatever. But what if there's a glass vase, a glass cup, and then a glass plate in there?
You're not just going to say, give me a glass. Nigga, you're going to say, give me a glass so I can get some water, or hand me one of them cups out of there, or you're going to obviously be by the fridge.
Get me a glass out of the cabinet. You wouldn't say that? Pass me a glass.
It's different when it's a water. It's a glass of water. God, you know.
Okay, well, if I want a glass of whiskey.
Okay, it's the Okay, when you drinking that's that. I wouldn't say hand me a glass.
Get me a glass and some ice. Are you gonna come back with the vase and ice?
No, you're gonna come back with a glass cup and ice.
Right.
But it's a glass. I guess if you can submit this one of them things where if you semantics the fuck out of it, you can have
come on, guys. It's a cup made of glass. That's what people are gonna say.
It is it's a glass. But at the end of the day, I call it a glass because it will shatter if you drop it. Call it what you want. We live in the age now.
So will a mirror, but do you call that a glass?
It's a glass. Well, yeah. Some people say glass. Have you ever seen glass mirror?
So what else would a mirror be of?
I mean, it would always be glass, but they always people say the word for safety. Y'all don't get it.
I get it now. Yeah. It's glass because you could break it.
It is glass, even though you know.
So there we go. There's the learning curve right there.
You know for a fact it's a glass mirror, but they're going to say this is a 110-inch glass mirror or whatever.
But what if it says 8 glasses and not 8 glass cups? Then your theory of it being said due to safety is a little faulty.
It was this dude that was trying to get people to understand black English. And he was talking about, first of all, you know how somebody say something that makes perfect sense to you because it's you. But he trying to teach other white folks how to get our lingo. So he was like, there's a big difference when a black person says, you been coulda did it versus you coulda been did it. Big difference.
You been coulda went to the store.
Meaning
but you bullshitted.
Yes. So think about that. Everybody think about that.
And then the same sentence is, if you didn't bullshit, you could have been went to the store.
And the been, first of all, been doesn't even belong in the sentence. You could have went to the store. You could.
Yeah, you didn't go to the you could have went.
But when we think about it,
Ben is there for.
Ben could have went is on you. Because you Ben could have went.
Meaning, you Ben could have went.
It don't matter the time. You could have gone.
You had ample time by us saying Ben.
Yes. When you say you could have been went, that is to you, but it has way more focus on the time that's passed. Think about it. Oh, you been could have went to the store. Meaning, priority-wise, you been could have went.
Yeah.
But if I say you could have been went, that's time. Hey, you could have
been went to the store.
You could have been down it. Listening to that dude explain that shit, I said,
it makes complete
sense to me.
Yeah. Is it a red flag for somebody to want you to meet their parents soon? If somebody wants you to meet their parents and y'all just started dating, is that a red flag?
I don't think there's anything about meeting somebody's parents that's a red flag for you as the partner. I feel like you might be the red flag if you're alarmed that somebody wants you to meet their parents. Because that means, obviously, y'all have different intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, obviously, like, why is that a red flag? If somebody, let's say you've been dating somebody for a week and they say, hey, come by the house. Or you've been talking to somebody for the week and they say, hey, if you want, my family does this cookout situation on Saturday. You should come. Cool.
Oh, you're supposed to be there? Yeah, my parents will be there. Sister will be there.
Just keep it a stack. The only time you didn't want to meet a girl, whole family, or her brother, sister, her besties, nothing, is when she was a jump. When it was just a one night, or you was just
I told A-Train, when I'm trying to just get to the basement, or I'm trying to get her to the basement, sometimes you do gotta just meet the fam. But I never wanted you to meet the fam type.
Yeah, but that's some young. But
that's what she told me. She said, we talking about grown. I said, all right,
and grown, I would get ready to say, because that's different. Because she should be, especially we 30 now. Back in the day, we had to make it past mom and dad or whoever's in the kitchen before we got to her room or the basement where we was going to be.
And this could also be a Black American thing, because in a Black American house, you don't come in there and don't speak to the head of the house.
Yeah.
And that's definitely going to be how my Black American house is ran.
Some
people want to bring fast-ass Trayvon or Trevor up in there, and then we had an A-Train that allowed it. They downstairs watching some shit. Well, guess what?
You gonna come down?
I'm just going to sit here for when he come up. I'm waiting for the nigga to say something. And if he don't, when Sonny come in, I'm going to say, don't bring him back. Why?
You gonna be the...
It's like, nah, but look, I do think it is an absolute super green flag for somebody that wants you to meet their parents off rip. That lets you know exactly how serious they are about you.
You be careful. You fall in love with a motherfucker like that.
I'm telling you, especially because your parents gonna give you especially the fact that somebody parents knows the person you talking to the most. So forever, you should want to meet their parents ASAP. Mm-hmm. Low key, that might save you a bunch of time. Let's say you meet bruh parents or you meet shorty parents and then you just get a weird vibe. I'm telling you, those vibes go a long way. They do.
And that lets you know the type of family you join in. If those are your intentions, again, fellas and ladies, intentions are everything in how you interpret whether this would be a red flag or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you just you just try and parlay, you just try and, y'all just try and do the friends with benefits thing, then it might not be the best situation to meet your parents. Nah, because then we muddy in the water. Because guess what? People will see you with their parents, their family. Now your mom, dad asking about this person, your brother, sister, whoever they meet. It's too much detail now.
Mm-hmm. That's a beast. When you got to dispose of somebody yourself, it's already a lot. But to try to get over somebody and you got the parents and the sisters and something like that, bringing them up still, that's definitely true. Remember, I brought somebody around and then I brought nobody around. Remember?
I brought somebody around before that everybody didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's tough.
That was tough. Because you just honestly just end up not liking the person. You just can't. Your whole family don't like this motherfucker. I got the hat.
fucking headache.
Terrance, everybody on the last podcast or whatever that was we shot, I think it was the last pod, said Terrance need to stop taking that tight ass hat off because you probably got veins coming. Look this way. Keep fucking around if you want.
This is the same. I've been wearing a hat since I was young. If it was going to L me out, I'd have L'd out a minute ago back when we was doing it for real. This ain't that bad. It just is what it is. It's like a woman wearing heels.
He gonna take his hat off and be veiny and
I'm
red.
take my hat off and have 2 marks right here.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
You see niggas that, you see that the trend going around where the girls are checking their boyfriend for like the gamer head joint?
Oh, okay, yeah.
All you niggas that's wearing y'all headset for 17 hours a day on the game, they be having that dip.
And y'all know what, fellas? One thing that I feel like I'm definitely not connected to with y'all is that the headset gaming aspect. I'm going to keep it a stack, y'all. I grew up, you play the game and you hear it out the TV. What I realized is that a lot of people, way more people, play. Every time I see a dude on his girl come in, he do this. It's like he got headphones on.
Well, till you know, we still had the headphone because we was in like the chat and stuff.
We had that for the chat, but it was this joint, and all I hear is my friends. I think these days dudes have their whole audio here all day.
You got some Astros or some Turtle Beach or some...
Yeah.
Bro, them headphones are legit. We did not have the same gaming experience that they had growing up.
They don't. And the only reason why I bring that up is because I feel like, oh, y'all definitely about to have the joint because y'all been prioritizing that type of
Them
play
Recon 60s you been wearing, them joints heavy too. They heavier than the little one we had.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they didn't make a whole bunch of different types of headsets. It wasn't until we got to like 2000, whatever, I forget that was. Damn, we just like old, bro.
Hell yeah.
Damn, it's certain shit that we be saying that make you feel old as shit.
What you just say to make us feel old?
Back in the day, they didn't have no Turtle Beach. You got the one that came with the Xbox, and then you could go to GameStop and get the Xbox 360 headset. There was another little wired joint. Remember all of our wire? Remember that little headphone jack? Sometimes you had to twist it. Then you know you gotta get a new one.
He talking about that's the same thing with a Walkman.
We ain't that old. I never did cassettes. We definitely had some cassettes. I've listened to some cassettes before. Damn, that make you sound old.
It does.
But let's get to Yachty, man. Yachty crashed out over the weekend. Went on IG Live, said fuck all of his friends type shit. Do you have the...
I didn't... Honestly, you could talk about that because the clip that I have really isn't about Yachty crashing out more so than it's just about what he said. Because, I mean, I guess you could say he did crash out, getting online and saying fuck your friends, fuck a podcast, fuck this.
Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff that hit the net after that, after his live, where people were trying to piece together how he felt about certain shit. Like, he talked about his friend, he talked about Caribou, and then people started posting clips from their podcast where they felt like Yachty was disrespectful to his friend. They started posting,
I definitely want to play this
old
clip.
freestyles.
You know what's messed up, bro?
Terrance, I asked you if you had the Yachty clip, and you said, yeah, I have it. Why even say that?
I feel like I do, but I mean, damn.
We was at my mama's house, right? I'm at my mama's house. Now, Mitch is like 2 or 3 years older than me. All right? Now, Mitch came to me, and for many years...
I don't see how people listen to Yachty talk.
You didn't just start making beats, by the way. You've been making beats since... Who knows how long you've been making beats for a very long time. All right? And up until... you spent a lot of time trying to find your steps.
Right.
Right, but so
that's my point.
No. Imagine if you didn't have a friend who's already extremely successful to help you get on your feet. A lot of people don't have that. So what I'm saying is, what do you say? Because you didn't want to get a job. I never even suggested you get a job because I knew you wouldn't get a job. So what do you say to a who like, hey, I see a with a shiny watch. I got a gun, a dusty gun. It's gonna take a shiny watch. You know what I'm saying? What are you telling? I'm not gonna encourage it, but you gotta think about people got families.
And what I'm telling you is, it's shit you can tell.
What?
Even if.
But think about yourself.
Listen though. Even if then, that's the point I'm trying to make to you, bro.
What point?
Even if I wasn't doing shit righteous then, older now, so I would not tell it to do anything like I was doing back then, bro.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's fine, but that's because you've been through years of of development.
Bro, that's the point of it. So I can. So
When,
I'm saying
but,
that's the point.
but think about, remove me from this situation. Remove me. I was never in your life. What the fuck would you have been doing? I feel like you might have been doing that shit. Who knows what you would have been doing if you ain't have a to show you right there.
What are you saying, bro?
I'm saying that what you're saying is not. You're not like it's not true. You wouldn't tell him, hey man, just go get a job, man.
No, I ain't saying no. That's not what I said. I ain't say I would tell a nigga to go get a job. I ain't say that. I said I would
read something to you real quick. Mean a lot to me.
What you think about that? Because I feel like you feel different.
What do you think?
Well, the way I feel isn't just contingent on that one clip. But if I have to go by that just one clip.
Okay, yeah. Say how you feel about the whole thing, though.
I feel like Yachty kind of showed the type of person that he is with the whole crash out thing. I would never be the type of person. But then again, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what happens. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I haven't seen
wouldn't
so
be
much into the Concrete Boys drama, the Caribou drama. I remember him saying that he wrote songs for her. Her saying she didn't write. She wrote her songs. He didn't. Him saying fuck the podcast. Him wanting this dude to come out and clear up this clip apparently, and it didn't or whatever. And he not liking the way that it was received or whatever.
That's the gist of it, actually.
That's
the
gist of it.
One of the things Yachty did, he got on there and was like, it just certain shit he said. He came off like the friend that does stuff for you, but he remember everything he doing for you, and then the moment there's friction, now he's but I did this for you.
Yeah.
But what about the fact that I'm doing this for you? So when I hear this clip, pre the crash out, it sounds to me like, here you go, talking about, because it's hard to defend yourself against the nigga that helped you get to where you at. If you ever been in that situation, it could be at work, it could be your boss, it could be a nigga, it could be anybody.
Yeah.
But it's hard to defend yourself against somebody coming at you about decisions like that, because they the ones that helped you. So it's not really much you can say if they decide to take that angle. I feel like they could have had the conversation that they was having about how maybe you wouldn't do that without it being that way. Apparently that's how they play. The dude said, oh, this is how we talk to each other. So it is what it is. But seeing him crash out after that clip.
This crash out term you using. Just because he said fuck whatever, I feel like we've taken maybe it's just me. I feel like we've taken crash out to a different level. I feel like he didn't crash out. He just said fuck his.
Terrance, he definitely went on Instagram Live and crashed.
Crashing out is like when you say fuck it all. Just saying fuck one part of your whatever is not crashing out.
He said fuck the Caribou chick.
Yeah.
Fuck Mitch. Fuck the podcast.
You don't need none of them.
He said, I dressed all you niggas. I did this for you niggas. I did that. That's to me crashing out. To me.
I mean, I don't think it's nothing wrong with using it like that. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. To me, I do think it has changed to just flipping on somebody. Crashing out means you said fuck everything, fuck your life type shit.
Yeah. We are kind of using crash out a little looser now.
If you say fuck this job, I don't want whatever, I'm leaving. People can say you crashed out and left your job. But to me, crashing out is shooting up your job. You know? To me, the ultimate crash out is saying fuck life. Not just
yes, that is honestly the OG crash out.
But I feel you. He definitely did crash out the situation.
But how you feel about it? Because I feel like you feel different because you asked me first.
I think very darkly, y'all. Yachty said, in my opinion, Yachty said the truth that you're not supposed to say out loud. Remember we talked about the situation where you let Brian wear your sweater, but then, or somebody let you wear his sweater. We get around everybody. He telling you, oh, that's a nice sweater. You got on my sweater. You know?
I had to give the nigga my
sweater. Or when the nigga say,
type.
yo, look at this nigga right here. This nigga can't dress. Your man's like, you talk about him, but you got on my sweater. I want you to think about that context right there. It's fucked up for your man to say that, but is he wrong?
Yes.
You're
not wrong about the fact that I have on your sweater, but you're wrong about the context in which you're now.
You're wrong for the context in which
your intent is ill.
Yeah, you airing your man out. That's why I said Yachty said the truth that people don't want to hear, because I'm sorry, the nigga was not lying. This is what he was telling the dude, in my opinion. Mind you, I'm not a part of their group. I'm like the fandom of their group, so I don't know everything about the dude he was talking to and beyond. I only know from what
we can only infer,
seen from the clip. But to me, what I'm getting from Yachty is like, how can you tell a nigga how to map their way out of this shit if you mapped your way out of it because of the successful nigga in your group? That's why he said, take me out of this situation. Take me out. What the fuck would you have been doing? Because you sitting up here like most niggas with a podcast mic, and you telling niggas how to get on and how to do stuff, but like Yachty said, you giving advice, but you know it took you a minute to get your steps. Arguably, you wouldn't have never got those steps if it weren't for the successful nigga in your corner. And unfortunately, the dude giving him the message is the guy he's talking about. It's him. Unfortunately, it's me that's telling you that. And he's like, no, but I'm older now, so I would tell niggas to not do what I did. But what did you do? You didn't figure it out.
Yachty said he figured it out.
You're only popping right now because of me. People only know you right now because of me. Right now, you're only successful because of me, but you want to give a nigga advice. It's like the nigga that grew up the street from L.A. Reid. You had a music deal on some her shit since you was 8. You want to give these younger dudes advice on how to break into the industry. But you essentially were walked into the industry. You didn't even take your own advice. And people was like, yo, look who he's sitting there with, you know?
But what
See
if
who he was sitting with in the interview?
Glock?
Him and Glock. Niggas was like, yo, this is why Glock didn't like what Yachty was saying. Glock ain't like that bullshit the way he was talking to his friend. Glock ain't like the way he was talking to his friend. Glock might not have liked how truthful that was, because Glock, you fit that shoe. Glock is talented. Would we know or see Glock without Dolph?
But that's
case.
But it's always gonna be the chance that there's always gonna be there's always gonna be the possibility that he could have made it without, even though.
Could you?
Yeah, it's the same way.
If you ain't have Dolph throwing you on tracks and he had motion, do you see how a nigga could challenge whether you would have really figured it out?
Okay, but that's like Gucci telling Thug, would you have made it if I would have never put you on my music? Y'all would say, of course he would have. Look at what he went on to do.
But you can't use a nigga like Thug.
But why not? Because Gucci was putting that screaming, screeching nigga before he got his vocals together.
But
and we was like, who the fuck is that on the song? Back in the day,
right,
before anybody respected Thug, Gucci was putting him on the records, and we learned who he was.
Let me say this real quick, Terrell. For the key Glock fans, I'm not disrespecting Glock.
That is disrespectful.
It's only disrespectful because it's the truth said out loud. We do not know. You are talented. Bro, the dude he's talking about, he probably did have talent. But I do feel like, unfortunately, not everybody can give advice and talk like you that nigga. Sometimes you do have to sit back and say, I got a handout. I got help. It's niggas that really didn't get help that need to be the ones that's giving the advice on how to make it out. Because when you the dude who had help, you had a hot dude that was putting you on tracks to help your career. You had this one dude who was hot, and now you're hot because he was hot. It does look like, okay.
But can't that person give advice from the lens of building strong relationships?
Yes, he can.
Or he can say, in order for you to make it out, you do need to go and collaborate and build relationships and network. Yeah. It's the same conversation.
It is. That's why I say
that person can, even though they made it out their way, the only person that can challenge them on that conversation is the person that helped them out.
And that's why I said it was
niggas
wrong.
that feel like they wouldn't be there if it wasn't for bro. Or people that feel like they know the story.
That's why I say it's wrong. Yachty's wrong because if that's your friend, you shouldn't ail him out like that. You shouldn't, you know, This is like you telling your friend, yo, you need to stop drinking and focus on this money. You drinking every day, you need to focus on this money. You see him saying the same thing in a year to somebody else, and you like, oh, but how can you tell him to figure that out, but you didn't figure it out without me? That's the fucked upness of it, because either way, it's like a...
Yes.
Yeah. Only thing that I'm saying with the Yachty situation is inspiring a nigga not to drink or to be more healthy is different than you literally being the reason for a nigga's success. I've never been in that seat, but I can't imagine what that would feel like, or knowing that. I feel like that's why they say you don't mix friendships with business. Because what Yachty is saying in a business term is not wrong. It's only wrong from the friend perspective. I feel like bruh can give advice on building relationships or whatever. Mm-hmm. But is he? Because I do think, this is my only opinion, I don't think Yachty's the only one that can give him pushback. I think, you can definitely give somebody pushback when it's like, okay, bet. Y'all podcast is popping because, bet, you used to play in the NBA. That's not saying that that's the only reason why you got it. That's just pointing at the obvious. I think in that situation...
But that can be... Okay, my bad. I feel like that can still be looked at as hate. Because let's say you did play in it, like, think about Shannon Sharp, a nigga saying, oh, your Club Shay Shay only hot because, and you only got on there with Skip because you played in the NFL.
Yeah.
That could be conceived as hate because even though there's maybe truthful elements, sure, he was in the NFL and, did this, that could still be looked at as hate, don't you think?
Yeah, but I'm thinking about, the fact that imagine Shannon started a podcast with Skip. You see that? Then it would be looked at like, you're doing your own thing, but we all know the reason why you're doing this.
That's true.
And
because
we can't really see an outlet without him.
That's true because I may just be, casual to these guys, but I couldn't tell you anybody in Concrete Boys outside of Yachty and Caribou. Those are the only two people that I could name. I didn't even know the dude Mitch rapped. I thought he was just on the podcast.
I think he makes beats. I don't know.
I didn't know he did music. I thought he was just, Yachty's man on the pod.
I don't think that anybody should be aired out, y'all. I don't think anybody should be embarrassed. I think that was embarrassing for bruh, even if it was true. We recording live for the world. You are the biggest guy and heavy is the head that wears the crown. So what, you pulled your friend out the gutter? I think you should let him get his shit off and say, this is how what you should do to not be in the gutter. I think Yachty might be at a place in his life where he wants to feel appreciation. Never forget, the nigga got caught in the wings of the Drake-Kendrick beef.
He did.
Shit ain't looking so easy for him. So, I think that rattled everybody connected, and I think that's where that comes from, low-key.
That's what people were saying, because Yachty, you did. People started to pull your jacket and say, all right, cool, let's talk about how you act now. Or, it wasn't just the niche love you was getting when...
Yeah. And Terrell, look, we do this podcasting shit where we've seen podcasts starting because you got pulled, because you could get Angela Bassett on your first podcast, because Carisha could get all them stars. She got the best podcast award because you on your Oprah shit getting a bunch of celebrities to come up here. But then you want to talk like you a groundbreaker, And I feel like that's always been my issue, and that's why I feel like I kind of resonated with what Yachty said about just the creative aspect. Like, yo, I really wonder what you would have done without the handout. Because it's easy to give a nigga advice, especially after you got a handout. That's just my opinion. That's just me outside of the whole shit. I've always seen nigga, if you want to be successful, you gotta do this. Okay, but you didn't even do that to be successful. You only successful because you was hopping on or you was with bruh. That we all know is really successful.
That nigga that says that could be telling the truth, but he also will automatically be called a hater.
That's true.
Because anytime you call back to why somebody is where they are, they're gonna compare where you are compared to them. And if you're not in the Yachty position, but even if you're in the Yachty position, the thing about you gotta remember about Yachty over this past weekend is the way he decided to air everything out validated what people had thought about like certain conversations like this one.
Nah, yeah.
Because this conversation, they were like, oh yeah, that's my man. We clean, he tried to clean it up. That's how we talk to each other. But then Yachty gets on there and you talking about all this stuff that you've done for people. And I do understand how when you feel disrespected by people that you've done stuff for, you feel the need to remind them what you did for them. Mm-hmm. It's all about setting though. I have sat somebody down in the office before and literally had to lay out how you popping big shit like I didn't make this happen for you. And now you taking it for granted. But it's also just a conversation between me and them.
Yeah.
If not it turns for the world to see. When the world is there, if you do it in front of everybody,
it's an ego thing.
Now it look like I'm beating my chest trying to shit on bruh. Even if bruh wrong, I'm gonna be wrong in that situation.
And because you're more successful, everybody's gonna sympathize with him and not you. Even though you might have a point. And the only reason why I can see where Yachty's coming from is because I'm sitting on the other side of the creative end. See, if y'all wasn't sitting on the other side of the creative end, then you wouldn't understand. If you were a freestyle, if you a rap artist and you trying to make it and you feel like, damn, I got no ways to get on, and you see this bum ass motherfucker, he get on, he do the same shit as you. This is no shade either. But this rapper do the same thing as you, but the only reason he popping is because, oh, that's so-and-so's man. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so-and-so.
That's how niggas...
Sometimes dudes envy that, and I'm going to keep it a stack. I envy it sometimes. Because I value authentic and real genuine artists. I don't like the dude that's popping and you're only popping because you really just sound like who was already popping. You know?
And you got the leg up to get in. Now, I'll tell you this about... First of all, this could be controversial, but I never thought the girl Caribou was that great. I feel like it sound like Yachty writes for her. I thought that before.
I'm not going to disrespect the pen.
I thought it for the beginning. Go back if like we put these words on paper, like outside of the fact of the flow, it's just me talking and like that.
I don't want to say that. I don't think she rapped in a way that said that Yachty wrote for her though. I mean, it wasn't that crazy.
If you understand and know that Yachty was writing for City Girls, and then all of a sudden you got this girl who does an interview and say, I don't even want to rap for real. I really want to like be on TV, but Yachty told me that was the fastest way to do it would be if I did this. Cool.
You make a good fucking point.
You're writing for her. We knew that. You didn't have to get up there and say, I wrote every song. We kind of knew that she wasn't really taking the shit serious. And I don't think Yachty is that great. You're a nigga that can't rap that's writing for other people.
Nigga,
that's just the fact.
So we let him return
it. I mean, it is what it is. But I also do understand, all of that aside, if she start popping shit at you,
it's like, yo, you don't write shit. I done made a career for you.
You only exist because of me. And it's just weird. It's weird to see how the industry.
But I don't like how much you see people with fame just because of who you know, and you're really nothing. You're just the friend. How many times have we seen, especially with like women in the world, because with women, if you pretty or you bad, you're going to get a career regardless. How many women have we seen you're successful because you're the friend of this person? You got a big following because you're the friend of this person. Them same people will be like, how to get a big following. Are you kidding me?
No, yeah.
And now we got to sit here and watch you talk about everything but the famous handout that is the biggest reason for why you even doing this shit. To me, I think there is so much of that in every aspect of entertainment and media, from acting to modeling to even being a photographer to rapping, football, sports.
I think we've reached a point where, like,
they say it's not who you know.
What
you know is who you know.
That's true. Who know you, or who know the person you with,
or who knows the person you with.
I feel like we've gotten to a point where when people don't like uncomfortable truths, we can throw a hate blanket over it. We could just say, yo, I'm going to throw the hate blanket over you because over whatever you're saying so that people don't think about the truth in it and only think about the fact that that's hating.
You hating.
Just because I'm not celebrating you, now I'm hating when I'm being critical. And that is something that has taken over. But this is the thing. We be cool with certain hate if we don't like the person is hating on. And you start to see the industry kind of go back and forth. Like, we're mad that Yachty, we just watched months of hate. Quavo, Chris Brown, Drake, Kendrick, Nicki, Meg, all of this back and forth. Like, we love the going at this person. We love the back and forth of like, we want the raw. Tell me about this motherfucker's parents.
Mm-hmm.
But Yachty tells the truth about his artist, who I guess was popping shit. But we not cool. We not comfortable with that. I don't know if that's because of how the people feel about Yachty, or maybe about how the people feel about her, or maybe the difference in their stature plays a role. But bottom line, the barometer for what we measure as okay for hate be changing.
Nah, yeah.
Like, the same people that'll say, yeah, fuck this person, and XYZ will be like, yeah, that was fucked up that he said that about her. But and then when you call them out and be like, but you said this about this person, now they're gonna say, you a glazer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just what it is now. It's hard. And the conversation you having right now, people will call you a hater. Wow, you a hater. I didn't know you had this much hate for Yachty. And you're like, but did you hear what I said, though? I didn't say anything about.
Nah, yeah.
We talking about the circumstance.
And I don't think people would call me a hater. People would say that I was like Yachty. Wow, you're just as bad as Yachty.
And people will say, no, but you said that sometimes, you know, when it comes to the person that just made it because they friend, whatever. It's like the people that have an issue with Ben the Don. Ben the Don is funny.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think he would have the stage he has without the Drewski being your right hand coming up.
Yeah.
That don't change the fact that you're funny, and it also don't change the fact that could have also be true about you. But if you say that, this nigga hating.
If you say it, then you hating, but does that make it not true?
But does that make it not true? Damn, my voice just cracking. My voice cracking like hell. I don't know why. Look at what?
This photo. And I'm going to put the photo on a visual podcast. But I'm showing Terrell a photo of a purple photo, blue photo, green photo, yellow photo, orange photo, and a red photo. I'm going to ask you one simple question.
I know what you're going to ask me. What class?
What color is math?
Everybody.
Okay, bet. If you watch the visual, you can see it.
Everybody fucks this up. First of all.
Which one is your math? Which color is math for your photo?
For me, green.
Green?
Niggas are going to say blue, but let me tell you why it's not blue.
Shout out to everybody that said blue. This nigga.
Let me tell you how I did it. And first of all,
Terrell always been a weird color nigga. Go ahead.
Purple is for science.
Purple is for biology, chemistry, science. Bet.
Yes.
Yep.
Can we just admit that?
We can agree on that.
Blue or green, you can choose for math.
For math.
For me, though, social studies was blue because of the water. But I was talking to G, and she had social studies was green because of the green and earth. And
yeah, I would do social 70% studies
water.
Green, but also
math, I would do green because of money. And I would say money, math, add up green. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can't
Most
get mad
niggas
at
do, but a lot of people pick math blue. I always pick green.
Me and A-Train talked about this.
Okay.
Blue math, and I don't know if A-Train's was math blue or red, but I think it was blue. But
what color your red? I mean, what color?
English is red.
English is red.
You know why? We talked about English is a standout color. Blue is a standout color. This is blue. This is serious. If I pick the blue, that means that's a serious topic. We was talking about how like yellow be for art, orange is for like health or something.
Yeah.
Purple would be for health for me.
I would do health, yeah, something like that. And the electives, we could go yellow. But the main ones, red, green, blue.
Green.
And then that purple one is one that ain't English, whatever, but it's gonna be math. It's gonna be another grade. It's only gonna be science.
I only bring this up because it's back to school season. We got a lot of the kids and a lot of the college kids going back to school, and even a lot of our adults. Shout out to you if you're getting your extra education and trying to advance yourself in this world. Terrell, we do it every single year. Not in a long way, but what is some back to school advice real quickly that you just want to throw in the wind? As somebody who graduated all three facets of school, high school, shit.
Well, grade
two facets.
Grade school and yeah. I would just say prioritize your mental health. You can put me on the spot. Sorry. No, it's cool though. I would say prioritize your mental health, number one. And then also think priorities, especially people that are going to campuses. It's definitely like, you know what I could say at 30? At 30, I look at what I did different. My fiance went to graduate from Howard, HU. Shout out to everybody that went to Howard. She's a 4-year graduate from Howard. So she got to see a lot of like the life. You know what I'm saying? Like the HBCU campus. Like we went to a PWI, was weird. So for me, I didn't ever get too deep into like a distraction from school like some of y'all probably have. But I would just say definitely think about the future. And if the time you spending is well spent. Because at the end of the day, the clock don't fucking stop and you're gonna get old. I can't wait for you 23-year-old niggas to turn 30. So you can see.
Unc right around the corner. I told somebody that today. You Unc soon.
You're a lot of y'all turning 26.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I would just say, think about how you spend your time, prioritize mental health. To those things, you should be able to graduate. You should be able to be all right.
You'll have a GPA, yeah.
Don't take shit for granted. You don't get that time back. We were talking about how we graduated 2014 with film degrees, and certain things have changed now versus when we went to school 10 years ago. So it's all about what you retain. We wouldn't have to do it. If we didn't retain, we wouldn't even be here.
Shout out to the bro I seen at the Mr. Tire when I was getting my tires fixed. I don't even know if he watches the podcast every week or whatever. He said he did. Some of y'all be capping. Bro, I listen to your podcast.
And they don't.
And they might not, but it's all cool. I definitely appreciate the love. But he told me he was going back to school, and it just reminded me, only advice that I got y'all is like, if you continue to hold yourself accountable, you're going to be successful. And no matter what you're trying to do, it don't matter if you're trying to be a garbage man or the next Quentin Tarantino. If you continue to hold yourself accountable, if you continue to tell yourself that you need to be better, that you need to be disciplined and stuff like that, to me, that's the best thing. I know when I started slipping in school is when I started saying, damn, Terrance, you failed, but who cares? I stopped really thinking that it was a bad thing that I got bad grades, and I started saying, you know what? They can't say I didn't pass. That's the most whack way to look at it. You wouldn't want anybody to look at you that way, so don't look at your education that way. Like, you don't want anybody saying, fuck it.
Would you say you still hold yourself accountable to that same level?
I would say I still struggle with self-accountability because that's something that we all gonna fight with. Take every problem, and like I told Terrell, the accountability gotta be like a boomerang. That shit always gotta come back to you. Fellas, that's the best advice I can give you in your relationship. You want your girl to hold herself accountable, watch she don't do it until you do. Terrell, you could attest to that. Soon as you start saying, you know what, babe, I really shouldn't have yelled. She starts saying, and I shouldn't have threw the blueberry pie in your face and told your mother she was a fat hog. Damn!
Yeah.
At least she apologized for that.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah.
But you got to practice that. That's actually a really good point. We should change battery because we got to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But that's actually a really good point. Change it because I don't want to lose. I do think it's important to hold yourself accountable and practice accountability as you get older because I think the most human thing I can say is you are going to have lapses in how you hold yourself accountable with your diet, you at work, in your relationship. You're going to fuck up. Everybody fuck up. But I think it's important to remind yourself, damn, I need to hold myself accountable. And then when people start saying, like my girl will tell me, when I tell you some shit, you always got to tell me something about me. And I have to learn, and I'm learning, okay, she getting on me about leaving. My girl hate when I leave. I am a serial, leave half a water bottle over here, leave half a water bottle over there. I don't know. I'm trying to get better with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I leave cabinets open. Certain shit like that will, piss her off. And I'm practicing like, okay, cool. Being wrong and then being okay with just me being wrong and being able to say, you know what? You're right. I'm going to fix it. That shit tough. It's way tougher than people think. You just got to be more, you got to just bring it to your front psyche and really think about like, all right, bet, like, am I holding myself accountable?
Yeah.
To the shit that that I'm not getting done. Y'all, a lot of people mad they didn't get a promotion. You mad you didn't do this. You mad you didn't do that. But you want to stop at Dunkin' and now you 15 minutes late to work.
But you gonna hold you?
And that's the people. I came on time every day. The one day I'm late, they on my case.
Yeah. And look, this is another thing. Just because something bigger than you don't mean you don't take accountability for your even smallest part. It don't matter if you got the smallest part. You got to take accountability for that. Like, say somebody messed up a whole hotel room. You only messed up the doorknob. Well, guess what? You need to be accountable for that doorknob. Just make sure you're accountable for the doorknob. We hear you.
Mm-hmm. People absolve
You
themselves.
didn't do all of it, but you did do the doorknob, right? So you need to hold yourself accountable to that. And the only reason why we say that, y'all, is because that's going to help you as a man or as a woman just move better with your social problems and your relationship with your friends, family, especially, look, siblings, aunties, uncles. Always take the accountability. Always be like, you know what, auntie, that's my fault. It's not on your aunt to have known it. Some of y'all don't, you know. But sometimes, yeah, Terrell.
I'm getting ready to say sometimes you yachty.
Terrell, but look, you always give them the out. When we give advice, we always got to say, well, sometimes your aunt be tripping. So now they're going to say, you know what? This is the one situation where they say your aunt was tripping.
Nah, yeah, you're right. See, you are right.
Because your aunt was tripping.
You know what, T?
You're right. Your aunt was tripping. But guess what? You still got to own that little piece of it.
This is a good call back to our last podcast we was talking about with the Michael Rubin situation. You was trying to have a black folks accountability conversation. I wasn't having it because fuck this motherfucker. He ain't about to make us have the conversation. Do we need to have it?
Yes, because accountability is a boomerang.
We need to have it, but fuck these motherfuckers trying to make us have it for some shit that's not even. We're not gonna get back into
us.
it.
You're right, and I agreed with you.
Like you said about the party, like with the doorknob, whatever. It's almost like you didn't do shit, but since you normally did, we're not gonna get back into that.
I feel you.
But at the end of the day, I edited that podcast last week, and then watching it back, I be knowing how y'all gonna talk about this shit before it hit the net. I just know, okay, they probably gonna say I'm tripping, or when I edited that Cardi episode, when that Cardi episode was about to come out, I said they gonna get you.
Terrell called me before that episode came out and was like, bro,
yeah. I'm like, you went kind of rough. But hey, look, that just come with the game.
Kept it 100.
That comes with the game. And if you're gonna get into these creative spaces, this is something also about artists. Niggas be weird and then want to rap. You ever know a nigga that's weird, but he want to rap?
I think so.
I'm gonna ask you it again. A nigga that's socially awkward, but then he tell you
you want to rap. Yeah.
It's like,
you gotta get over the...
If you got a song that blow, and now you gotta get on stage, are you gonna still be this awkward? Or are you gonna be able to turn it off?
Or you gonna be able to flip and show us something none of us have seen before.
And that's the thing too. Motherfuckers be wanting to be famous. They want to be a rapper, but you're socially awkward. So now you get famous and you're like, I don't like everybody all in my face. These fans be want to take pictures and shit. I don't want to do that. Okay, but this is what you signed up for. It's not the fans' fault that you ended up being the awkward guy in the position that you got.
Yeah, you can't put yourself...
It's somebody that would love to take pictures with them fans and not be a social... That's why when Summer Walker was doing that weird shit where she was acting like, oh, I'm just so socially awkward, she was standing there. Man, get the fuck out of here for real. I'm sorry.
Because there's social awkwardness, but you don't sign up for...
You also shook ass, like, publicly. Don't sell us this donkey and tell me it's a horse. It's ass.
It's ass.
Come on.
I like that. Don't sell us a donkey and tell us it's a horse. It's ass.
It's ass.
I like that.
Your
because
boy
that's
be
true.
Coming up with some clutch one-liners better than this nigga.
Please, man. It don't matter. That's my partner in crime. Partner.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like Mike Lowry.
Nah, you like Jesse when...
Daddy-o.
You like when Walt had Gale. Everything good. Here come Jesse Pinkman. Big swole eye, fuck, pissed off Hank ass.
Terrell, I'm not him. I'm Mike Lowry. It's like, you know why? Because who always wanted to be, we ride together, we die together.
I feel like I'm more Mike Lowry than you. You more Marcus Burnett. Facts.
How?
And they would tell you more Marcus than me.
Terrell talking about swim class every fucking podcast. Look, that fucking zoo you got over there. Hey, man. Don't call my
talking
home
about family, Mike.
That's a family, Mike. Don't break up our happy home.
Terrance, but nah, I just mean temperament-wise, you way more Marcus than me. I'm more Mike. I'm more, hey, it's cool. I'm the calm down Tia Leone in the first Bad Boys. You the one that's pissed off, man. Fuck that. This is bullshit. That's you. Way more.
But I'm talking more so about like the.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about.
But that's what I was talking about.
I'm talking about temperament-wise. You 100% Marcus Burnett.
I'll give you that.
100%.
I'll give you that. But to me, I'm more Mike Lowry, where I care about the Bad Boys. I want to do it again. You Marcus Burnett 2020 and up. Like I'm done with this, Mike. Ever since Bad Boys 2, Mike.
Terrance, don't do that because now you're going to paint the narrative that I don't want to do what we do.
Nah, I'm not. I just feel like, my pride is there. My pride is there. Terrell's pride, not mine. I would get a big-ass 9 tatted right over my eye like this that came down and curved right over my cheek right there. And it would just be an eye.
And you would look like a damn fool.
Right, and they would say, damn, that nigga.
You would look like a damn fool.
That's when you make the stupidest move of your life is when you get the most women at your front door ever. You had a cookie right here, and all of a sudden, Terrell, it's fine.
No bullshit.
What? I never seen these comments. All of a sudden, I put a grill in my mouth with a tank top on or something.
Remember the nigga in high school that started getting tattoos early, all the bitches like that, but your parents wouldn't let you?
That was the worst shit, especially because you seen bruh benefit.
You see him start getting joints because
you start doing nut shit like looking online, looking for the 30-day. It's going to remove.
Buy 40 of them.
Tell your mom it's
keep applying it.
They think this real?
When I was little, I used to get because my dad was real old school, and I've told him about himself as we've gotten older. But he ain't let us get earrings. I used to have to get the magnet joints.
We used to get the magnet joint.
You fuck around, lose that little magnet, or look, you fuck around, lose the magnet. You know in school, them chairs with the steel legs, you fuck around
magnet on the leg.
On the leg, but you can't find it. So now you ain't got an earring.
You find that joint next time you got that class 2 days later.
Because I want crew to have earrings, right? I want crew to have earrings, but my dad was like, don't get him earrings until he's in high school at least. I'm like, Dad, you old school, too old school. These young boys is getting earrings now. As soon as they hit grades, I ain't gonna do it too late.
Nah.
But as soon as you hit grade school, something like that, or when everybody else do it, I'm gonna let him do it. I'm not gonna hinder him from, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's actually a question I have for you. When do you think y'all gonna get Sunny ears pierced? Y'all gonna do it young? 3 months. 3 months.
Gonna be a baby when we do it. We're not gonna be like, I want her to have swag. And as a girl, you gotta get the ears pierced.
Nah, yeah. And that's the thing. You don't do it as a baby because you're gonna make the baby look like a girl. Some people do it though. And you know what?
I'm definitely doing it. We definitely doing it. I know A-Train ain't gonna be against that.
Nah, yeah. It's dope you about to have a girl.
Yeah, man. Girls going crazy.
Gonna be crazy.
Girls going crazy.
It's because it's gonna be different. You're gonna have girls. I love that G get to say, I'm going home to my boys. That's why I wanted a girl first. Like I said, you gotta go home to the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, but you got a boy. That's dope.
It is.
I just know it's gonna be a point where Sunny like old and she's like, that's my dad. All right, bye. And it's like, damn, like low key.
Y'all can have a relationship of like the dude, like remember the Titans coach? Remember Hayden Panettiere or whatever that name 100%.
Was? I think about little
y'all can have
girl and dad relationships like that. But also I just think, I think there's a time in everybody's life, even you, Terrell, where you're dad. You're not friend. And dad being around is cool, but sometimes
it's your father.
Dad.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I'm not going to overstep. I'm also going to be a cool ass nigga, though.
That's what everybody said. You don't think dad was saying that? Man, I'm a cool dad. Let me go out here with them.
Funny
we still saw him as, here come my father, y'all. He probably going to ask y'all about y'all grades. So y'all just answer. Niggas gotta
they should be
prep you about they
I'm gonna be like Furious Styles. Yo, Furious always talking. Y'all need to watch Boys in the Hood again.
Nah, yeah.
Be just like Furious, yo. But I'll tell you about that. When this motherfucker Trey gonna come home and say, yeah, I was with this honey the other night. First of all, the nigga was lying, didn't get no pussy. Got in the car with Rick, remember he was pissed off? Remember Rick slammed his door? He was like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
One of the most overrated performances of all time is Cuba Gooding Jr. in Boys in the Hood, though.
He cried.
He got them tears out.
Anybody involved in that scene with Rick at the end?
Nah, yeah.
Him walking across the street and seeing Nia Long and saying, what happened? And then Furious pulling up. John Singleton was in his fucking duffel.
Lawrence Fishburne is a legend in my eyes for that movie.
And
even though he looked like a completely different person now, I think he's a legend. And I don't mean that no shade, but he literally turned from Furious Styles to Morpheus. And that is a crazy switch. But
it was. But you gotta be that. Anyway, the nigga, and I'm just rapping about anything at this point, but the nigga gonna say, yeah, you know, I went to honey the other night, XYZ, yeah, you hit it. And he was like, you use a condom? This nigga Trey was like,
oh, man, you know I don't do that.
You know that's the type there you to be where it's like, yo, you think gonna stop your dick from falling off?
And it's funny because you know how they say you talk to your parents and then they go off on some life shit? Yeah, that's coming in your future. And anybody listening to this? Yeah, your days of like being like, damn, well, my parents just they didn't even get it. They just started giving me a life lesson. You about to be that dude.
We were talking about how your kid will lie once you catch him. Yeah, we was all outside. So everybody out there, they smoking weed and shit. You just out there with them. You just out there. Well, I didn't came out there till later.
Smoking.
Oh, so everybody else was doing it.
Everybody else was doing, but you was chilling. Yeah.
Movie suggestion of the week. Me first?
Yeah.
My movie suggestion of the week, I will just leave you with this. This is me on Facebook, August 26, 2016, 8 years ago. I said it took me a month, but I finally finished Sons of Anarchy. 7 seasons. It was one hell of a ride. Top 5 show for me all time. Shout out to my brother Darren, who I grew up with. He lived right across the street. He was always a lot older than me. He got me about 10 years. He was my sister Kelly's best friend. He's the one that recommended the show, so I thank you for the recommendation. But I said, this is one of those shows I'm going to end up rewatching over and over as the years go by. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I have seen Sons of Anarchy 10 times. It is my emotional support show. When my son was in the NICU, when he was born, I was legit watching SOS. That show has a special place in my you can't tell me nothing about that show. If you haven't seen it, since it's the 8-year anniversary of when I first started to watch it, I said that's got to be my movie suggestion of the week. I know I've made a suggestion before. If y'all looking for good shit to watch, and it's gold on the app, Sons of Anarchy, if you watch the first episode, you will be hooked.
But maybe the podcast before last, I gave a movie suggestion of the week, Hi Mom, with Robert De Niro. And the people who went and saw that actually hit me up and were like, yo, that was a crazy movie recommendation. I'll use this one. I'm going to just leave it here because this is the movie that I'm personally going to go look at. Miracle at St. Anna by Spike Lee.
Ooh.
It's one of the best war movies ever. It's a Black American war movie film. It's about the Black American troops that fought at St. Anna. They were a huge part of that victory. But there wasn't so much light shed on that. So that's why Spike Lee made the movie. But you got a ton of, I'm not going to say B-list.
But you're right. I know exactly what you're thinking.
The cast is so well put together. The script is beautiful. Everybody knows that one scene. There's one scene that will have your heart like. If you remember 1917, they had a scene in 19... Oh, no, I'm sorry. If you remember All Is All Good on the Western Front, I don't know if everybody watched that, but there's that one scene.
Yes.
You could tell where they got the inspiration from that scene, and this is the real one. Miracle at St. Anna is a Spike Lee classic. This is one of the movies that made him, in my eyes, one of the most goated film directors of all time because they said, okay, he could do the Black Love. Okay, he could do the right thing, but can he do a big war epic like a Spielberg or, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like he did it very well. Miracle at St. Anna, I think it came out in 2008.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
And
2008, great guess.
2008, yes, sir. Miracle at St. Anna, Spike Lee.
It is available on YouTube. That one's gonna be a little bit tougher because I think it's $2.99 on YouTube. Or else you got to get it on Amazon Video for $3.99. But you can also find that joint if on 1, 2, 3 movies or XYZ Films. It should be up there.
Yeah, it should.
Sons of Anarchy is no longer on Netflix. It's on Hulu though.
Drizzy's back. He's dropping good music. We got tracks that went up on the Patreon. Shout out to the Realest 9 for tapping in each and every week. You guys are making it happen. And I feel like we're enjoying these Drake tracks.
Oh yeah, the music is good. The
music
boy
is
is
good.
good. I feel like, honestly, just before we close, I feel like Drake is doing exactly what I always thought he should do, right? And after the pop out, it's funny because I did a spaces with a lot of the Drake fans, right? And everybody in the space was like, he need to crash out. He need to wild out on this nigga. After the pop out, I was like, nah, y'all, it's way too much. This is a victory lap. He need to just chill. But he need to get back to doing it. Don't let people that say you need to go away for a while make you think you should. You never been that guy. Don't do that. Just keep flooding the streets, because guess what? Your fans gonna fuck with you. And the nigga makes undeniably good music.
I think he does make undeniably vibey, good music. Are we gonna say he's the best hip-hop artist? No. Are we gonna say, oh my God, he is making the best cultural hip-hop, he is the best in the culture? No, we're not gonna do none of that. Oh, look, y'all, the beef is over. Kendrick won. And maybe there is still some subtle hits, but nobody's thinking, oh, he trying to keep it going. Nah.
Hold on, T. What you think about the nigga last night? Just said, we will win game 2 or some shit like that. He said that. Oh,
This
he
my
tweeted
thing.
the joint.
This is what y'all have to realize. Kendrick fans, for y'all. Do y'all think the nigga's gonna stop talking about this? No. You would never stop talking about it if you lost. He never stopped talking about
Push.
Pusha if he lost. But we moved on from that, and I think we need to do the same thing here. I think Drake's next few songs is gonna be filled with subtle jabs at...
Because he want Kendrick to pop back out and say something.
Yeah, of
So
course.
to restart it. He don't want to be the first one to put out another diss record.
Yeah.
Man, if I was Kendrick, I would just, I don't know, I might drop something else.
I mean, look, I'm all open for beef number 2. Pause. But I think it's important that we understand that it's okay to enjoy the new Drake tracks, and you're not saying you like it because this is what I wanted to say. Me liking the Drake tracks has nothing to do with the beef and me wanting Drake to come back from the beef or me wanting Drake to be okay. No, I don't give a fuck. The nigga has 1,000,000 times $9. I don't give more, even 90.
Yeah.
Even more. Like, we not feeling sorry for bro. We been listening to the nigga for 15 years.
Nah, yeah. I'm retweeting lyrics and shit like that. People trying to, like, do the beef thing, and it's really like cool, bro. This is my thing. There's certain people, content creators, that went way too far. It's funny because we had like our little subtle biases, right? People definitely say, oh, yo, you got a Drake, you OVO, you whatever. But I never flipped on Kendrick to the point where it would be dishonorable for me to listen to the nigga again. People still waiting for me to do Worldwide Steppers, and that's coming.
Do it.
But it wouldn't be weird if I start giving him praise, because I gave him praise throughout the whole thing.
And you gave him praise before, so it's not
And
like
before,
fake.
a lot of niggas went way too far, and now we're seeing that you literally can't enjoy the music, and you're gonna be miserable because the nigga's not gonna stop. And it's your fault because you leaned all the way in, and now look. Now you can't even tweet. Now you gotta say, oh, what did Kendrick say? Oh. Miserable. Niggas are miserable. The niggas that are under your comments when you tweet lyrics are miserable. But
That's a fact. That's episode 216. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us, that's listening to us. Add it across, you'll see a golden number 9. That's the same amount of time that it took you to get here, 9 months. That's the same amount of systems in your body. It's the same amount of planets in the universe. The golden, undeniable, divine number 9.
Number 9. Also, big shout out to everybody that is subscribed to the Realest 9 on Patreon. We got so much content. Big shout out to everybody that's subscribed to District 9. We got AOT finishing up on that side. Next time.